Hello and how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back. This is just going to be a small, informative video. Nothing super crazy or anything like that, but I thought I'd make this video because it was requested by a very good friend of mine, Vincent Wesker. He also has the YouTube channel. Definitely feel free to check him out. He does a lot of talking videos. He's pretty informative, and he has some pretty good points and opinions about Resident Evil games and Devil May Cry games. Definitely give him a check out. So, this video is going to be about Devil May Cry 1 and Sparda. Now, I know this is probably very old news for some people, but some people don't know, and that's completely okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, in this Devil May Cry 1 game, if you beat the game on hard mode, which is very hard, it's a very difficult game. The game's not easy at all, unless you've already beat it a few times and and you're good to go and stuff, but hard mode is a real pain in the ass. I'm going to tell you that right now, even for a veteran player like me. I've never beaten this game on Dante Must Die. It's something that I've been working on for a long time, but so if you beat this game on the hard mode, you can unlock Sparda. Now, I think it's the real Sparda, to be honest, not a skin over at Dante. I mean, some things, of course, are going to be, what do you call it? The same as Dante, like his moves and stuff. The first thing that kind of tells me this is he's going to be different is that if you look at the character change, right, when you start a new game, you got Dante and you got Legendary Dark Knight. So Sparda is, for one thing, he's not a alternate costume for Dante. So I thought that was a really interesting thing, because if you play Devil May Cry 3 and if you play Devil May Cry 4, Sparda costume is literally just a costume for Dante. It doesn't change his face. It only puts his hair back, gives him a monocle, and gives him the outfit. Now, I already have a save file with Sparda, so we'll load this up and I'll show you something. So I have 3 files right now. If you look at file 1 and file 2, they both say Dante. Right beside it actually says file 1 and file 2. Now if you go to file 3, you can see here it says Legend. Now, I thought that was really cool. So let's go to this one right here, and let's load this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to an area that we can talk and explain a little bit easier. So I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so now that we're back, let's take a little bit of a deeper look into Sparda. So his his shadow on the ground, instead of it being a regular person or just a shadow of himself, obviously, like Dante, Virgil, and a regular person, his shadow is actually of his true form. So we'll just walk around, and as you can see, it's actually of his true form. And he also has his own custom fighting music, as you can hear here. So we'll just take care of this guy real quick. There we go. That hopefully is the last one. Okay, that's the last one. Okay, so yeah, as you heard there, he has his own custom music. Now he has 2 different tracks of his own. None of Dante's tracks will play for him, except for the boss music. Other than that, that's different. But his fighting music is completely different to Dante's. So another thing we're going to look into here is his weapons. So this is the very, very first game that Yamato was in the game, or was in the series. It wasn't something that Itsuno created. So it says here, Yamato, it's the legendary sword wielded by Sparda. It is said that it has the will and the power to divide and wipe out the darkness. And if we click on this, then we can actually see what it looks like, which is pretty cool. And if you look on his back, it looks obviously different to the one that Virgil has. We all know that's due to just a little bit of a design change, but it is the same Sparda sword. Oh, another thing as well for the weapons. If you go into this Lucent Umbra, Sparda's handmade gun. So Sparda had handguns of his own as well. If you click on these, they're exactly what it says here, Luce and Umbra. So I thought that was pretty cool. Another interesting thing about Yamato, which I thought was pretty interesting, is that when you go into your Devil Trigger, I don't really have a lot of Devil Trigger, so let's just go buy some more Devil Trigger real quick. Okay, so I bought a few more runes, as you can see here. I only had 3 before, so I have I have a couple more. So one thing I was going to say is that when you go into Devil Trigger, Yamato turns into the Sparda sword. I thought that was a really cool thing. So I'll demonstrate this now. Hopefully there's some enemies in here. And there's not. Let's check out this room. Okay, so we got this. This is fine. So we'll go into Trigger. It's kind of hard to see. And there we go. I thought that was really cool. So as you can see, his sword transforms into the Sparda sword. There's one more thing I really want to show you guys, and it's something that is only in this game, that they didn't put in 3, and they did not put in 4 as well. Which also shows, or not shows me, but also tells me that this could be the true Sparda, only because of all the details that was put into this game here. So let's get a bit more Devil Trigger, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I got my Devil Trigger back, and the one thing I wanted to show you, now you do need air raid for this to work, because you need to be able to fly. Now this is a really cool detail. When you go into air raid and you jump up, Sparda's wings actually flutter back and forth really fast. And it's really cool because it's not something that's in Devil May Cry 3 and it's not in Devil May Cry 4. So let's show you guys. So as you can see, if you can see, I thought that was a really cool effect. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is right now for Sparda. And oh, there's more guys coming. Let's just get rid of these guys here. There we go. He's dead. So yeah, that's Sparda on Devil May Cry 1. He has a lot more things added to him than obviously the costumes in 3 and 4. I thought it was pretty cool. I like using them. I'm not very far with them right now, but if you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like and a comment and subscribe, all that kind of cool stuff. If you learned something, if you didn't learn anything, I still hope you enjoyed the video. But other than that, I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you guys in my next video.